Kajing ko jang ki babuan ki nomi kman na kaseng siya kawai pat kaseng ki badai ki MDC bat ki MLA kata laingut menta kasi balang la penrung siya kaseng NPP ke bat kento bi Congress Mary Karpuri MDC kanong sken u MDC ka malki lan kra uba Fantin Joseph Lakadong bat uba WL Mersong u MDC ke Jirang constituency kita ki laingut ki la Pyniasoh menta kasi siya kan National People Party Hakani kajing elang tiang buram iki MDC la pelang ha office tekam kaseng NPP la pediang sobha do menteri rangba kajilla ukon rat ki sangma ha kajing dar rikalang National Vice President uba Preston Tinsong pad uba sngeu bhalang dhar nalor ki we kinong kitkam bad ki MLA jangka NPP.
And I tell everybody, including the meeting we had yesterday, that whenever we come into politics, we must come with an idea and we must come with a purpose of what we would like to achieve. That purpose must be then driven by a passion. And that passion then and that purpose must come together with policy, with people. So therefore it's very important to remember that we are all here today to really fulfill some of the purposes that we have for the people of our state. And it is with that purpose and with that passion that we are here together. And therefore I take this great opportunity to welcome Srimati Grace Mary Karpuri, the executive member of the Khasi Hills District Council and the sitting MDC and her entire team of leaders and workers who have come from different parts of the constituency to be part of this family of the National People's Party. Ma'am, I welcome you and your entire team to the National People's Party. I also take this wonderful opportunity to welcome Shri Fantin Joseph Lakadong, our MDC, and his entire team of workers and leaders, including Kong Jasmine, who's also here with us. Sir, I take this opportunity to thank you for believing in the National People's Party, and thank you for strengthening our team so that we can work together to serve the people of your constituency as well as of the state of Meghalaya. I also take this opportunity to welcome Sri William Minsong, who is the former MDC, and his entire team, all his leaders and all his workers from his constituency. Once again, I also, in his team, Shri Albertus Lapang has also come in, who is the working president of the Jirang Block Congress Committee and also the joint secretary of the Riboy District Congress Committee. I welcome Shri William Minsong, Shri Albertus Lapang, and all the other leaders who have come here today to join the NPP family. So once again, on behalf of the National People's Party, I welcome all these leaders and all their workers to be part of the National People's Party. And I would like to give my own assessment to a political party or an organization, for that matter of fact. And I feel that there are three things that are very important in any organization or any political party. First, of course, is the ideology of the party, the vision of the party. What does the party stand for? What is it that the party wants to do? Because that is what drives the entire purpose of what an organization is about. And as was stated by most of them, the National People's Party is a party that is working towards taking our state and our region forward. We feel and we realize that the Northeast region requires a political platform and a party that will bring everybody together. We have seen the politics of the nation, we have seen the politics of the region, and sadly there are political situations where people, individuals try to divide us. And we realize that by dividing us and making us smaller, as was being mentioned by the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, we are only getting weaker. And therefore there must be a political party which tries to combine the strength of the Northeast and is able to politically get the numbers and take that political weight and move at the national level to be able to make the Northeast and the region and the people in the region relevant. And based on this ideology today, our party is growing in different parts of the Northeast. The second is the team and the leadership. It is very important to remember that in an organization, even if the ideology is correct, if the team and the leadership is not, it's difficult to achieve those objectives and ideologies that you wish. Therefore, leadership, the style of leadership, and the kind of teamwork that you have is very, very important. And we believe in the National People's Party that every single individual who comes to the National People's Party is important. You are part of a team. You are part of a family. You may be just a simple worker of a polling station, yet you are important to us. We as a leadership believe that we must take everybody along. We as a leadership believe that in every decision we take, we must involve and consult everybody and do what is best in the best interest of the organization, in the best interest of the state, and not in the best interest of an individual or a person. And that is the kind of leadership that we would like to work and take this organization and our state forward. The third are the principles based on which an organization runs. So you have the leadership, you have the ideology, but the principle of the organization is also important. Is this an organization that is a one-man army? Is this an organization that doesn't listen to the workers? Is it an organization that believes that only one individual is important? What is the principle on the basis of which this organization runs is a third factor which is very important. And this is where the style of leadership comes in. This is where the principles of the party comes in. Where we believe, as I said, that we should consult and carry and take everybody along. And today, if you look in the national, regional scenario, some political parties may have certain things correct. Some other parties will have some other thing correct. Some other third political party may have the third thing correct. But somewhere there is a disconnect between these three important factors which makes an organization what it should be. And I strongly feel that we as a party have tried to focus on all of these three important things to ensure that the right ideology is there, to ensure that the teamwork and leadership is there, and to ensure that the principles that make the organization work and run should also be principles that are very firm. You cannot keep changing your principles based on situations. Principle means principle. We decide on certain principles, and that is the principle that drives the organization. And I strongly feel that because of the history we have had, because of the kind of leadership we have had in the past, because of the kind of leaders we have today, we are in a position to be able to take all these three factors which are important for an organization to succeed forward and make sure that we're able to work as a team. And of course, no matter what we do, it is ultimately God's plan that will succeed. And so we always pray. We started this meeting with a prayer. We start almost every meeting with a prayer. We realize that we must thank God for His blessings. No matter what we do in an organization, no matter how good we try to be, It is ultimately God's blessing that will take us through. And we believe in that. So therefore, our organization works in this manner, and I am happy to hear some of those factors mentioned by so many of our leaders who joined us today. And that is why today, based on these principles, we are running our government also. As was mentioned by so many leaders, very tough situations we faced, lot of crisis. But we kept working. We didn't give up. Our principle is not to give up. We kept trying. So many people deterred us from telling us that don't touch the boundary issue, it will be politically disastrous for you. Nobody has touched it for 50 years. Why do you want to touch it? And Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, myself and the cabinet and all the leaders in the party, we said, well, isn't that what the people have elected us to do? Isn't that what the expectation of the people is? Isn't that our responsibility? And if we were to think of only politics and the political situation, aren't we failing in our duty to serve our people and our state? A principle that we want to work with in the organization as well as in the government is that we are here to serve the people. And yes, it may be tough, but then we will do what we feel is correct, and we will do what we feel is our responsibility as leaders, which the people of this state have bestowed upon us this responsibility.
Parti NPP ong baru ke garu parti. Usngau bah ungai lang uprestun hana like basnisha garu le ngam lo garu. Mi kum kata kajai ketin. Den rei nga ong yepi menta hakajingelam jong ukonrat sangma. Hakajingelam jong ka parti NPP. Kan mau tangkawai. Kambekala kadai tangkawai. Lada don artli kambekala pilaban ong garu. Lada don artli kambekala pilaban ong kasi. Henry habadon kawai kabamut tangkawai. Melaban penpai ya kata. Nasu tenat gitu ki long din jongi. Kibla lek no kum ki jongi ma hoping. Akan mau ki long din jongi ki noyalam jongi ubah Clifford Marat. Late PA sangma. Kadon ke subjek pedeng ka bagi keren ka bagi om. Ngingi kwa khasilan lan ngi ong ka khasi state. Bat syata ingi ongi kwa ika garulan lane ka garu state. Kata kadon hangiru kadon benda tambah ke jing sisa kalong ngidang rit palat kan mau bahaya kata kamdei ke basuk banyo state le pipe ya UP kat no spa ngut ki MLA bapia ya kejelah haki kendiat senem ke belalek no napo UP kabami ko mesis patam menta kadang don sa ko masaus pa duna kidang kwasyu tang bahag jo ko por ko sarkar India kap kenjing kai teka ka bangamut ban ong ban palang ya ke jingmut ke jibkhat jongi ha ka por kum kam megala kum ke jela megala ong ba bring udang ya lam bakrau jo ke jela ka jongi. Small is beautiful. Smaller is broken. Kabarit kabai tenat. Kat banang rit nang yapai. Ken mau bahaya kata kentit. Deka bangamut banong kolong hang ni. Tongin ya yang teli kawai. Ka parti NPP ka yang na kamenta ka jela megala. Bat ka yang ru na kamenta. Ka North Eastern States Parokawi. Menin ngala keren akan digajuk bajaka. National President jongi Chief Minister Badon Burom jongi. Ban ngang yawan pai mensisngi na Manipur. Kajing be kala air election ha Manipur. Kabahawar jar khat yeung yo tang sausi. Ngan ro sarong sapek hakak sipau teriku banai match. kasngi nyau bot pinsayo ya ki kamba jong ka parti NPP di syua bangat penkut kum kinong yalam ma piwe naskau bandong tongin yakit iya kan ka kubor bangin syakri yala ka jong ka konsensi ngin syakri yala ka jong ka snong ka tau pan ai ba ka NPP kan long ka do kan long ka snam ya ki pat ba jong ka jela megla jong i parokwe ngasngau tenat sibun iba William mensom iwan lang ru bat ki khon jong i ban ya sno lang ban ngi but when ki khon ba William u Albertus lapang uladei u working president jong ka jirang block congress committee nang taru ulalong u joint secretary jong ka district congress committee hari boy tikini gele join no ban ngi ban entang ketang ham don por ban nyau tang mi ki babun hang ne ki leaders kidon ki bawan na UDP kidon ki bawan na PDF kidon ki bawan na keleng ki parti rengong pi ngi pediang sengo bahaya pi barok tong ini mi nang ne na marka em jongi kolong kum mangilai keren menit ka em jongi ka jing thmu ka jongi kolong ba ngin yo majority ha ka arajar arpulai tamba pintip yak history dei tang shisen ba ha mekla jongi kadon kowe ka parti ka bayo single majority pitip kadegei kadei tang ka APHLC ha usnem khat kendai spa ne buar lain nang tam don mayo asyu ya ka majority hadok gini giski dei tang ka APHLC ka bayo ya ka absolute majority ka mengiong house name khat kendai spa ne buar lain nang ta mdon bat ka sorkar kolong ka coalition sorkar na kawai ka sanstem siya kawai pat ka sanstem tinaka kadaw nga kwa ban besu ya kani ka jingmut ka jing berkat hapi barok kum kinong yalam ki jong i kongres kinong yalam ki jong ba fantin nang ta kinong yalam jong ba deng sotun iba William nang te na po jirang konstituensi bat kiwai ngapen besu ia kane kajingmut ke je berkat haka je beng ke jongi ngin yami la ka jong konsensi bangin yo ban khet yo so obatian ki kam jong ka MDA government hapok je lam jong konrad sangma ki kam jong ka MDA government hapok je lam jong ka parti NPP pilai ing les dang yiki isu ke bobon tambah ban ong sans nem ngimpat la ban penkut dang bon ki kam ki badang sateng dang bon ki kam ke bangi hap bandang trei bad habangi trei menta ngi kwa bau so ubangin ke kalong ya kapateng kapanwan
hakane ke jing im gujona nado bangarung kongres nolus nem prapuar bad hadin kata ngam patjon hangno te mata ka singa so komen ban jonya ni gas NPP hapo ka jilam jo chief minister jongi ngawan jonya hakane tang ko ya daw ban kong kolong banga ik palat yo porno soma so kani gede ga banga kwa ban ya tu ya pi kolong banga kwa ban jing e jenga yo porno bagi trelang menchua the dynamic leader jongka not is jungi but khamta ma kastit jungi mantra nga yo I hakane ka sarkar jungi mantra pate ha ka jinglam jong kurar sama urulong dynamic kum ukpa ubayalam ya kane gari jungi baca khaman kadi kata ka jingi I jonga hanga pe mat idon tang woi uban yalam ya kane kastit jungi hadin jong porno Janamar kata kene ke jingkwa jonga kalong ba ngarung jang de parti kalong na ka mendapat pentlanya ke parti bangini trei ngau bru ba ik ba ke development bat nidon kami ke development habaro ki ya kastit ke jungi kalong ka brit hanre rangi trei kalong ka bruspa